What's up, guys? ChaseOliver68 here, bringing you Q&A number 20. Like 10 plus 10 equals 20. I forgot the sign language for 20. I used to take sign language in high school, but I forgot the sign language. But remember, guys, you can always send in your questions via inbox or tweeting me here on Twitter. My Twitter is at ChaseOliver68. Go follow that where you're at. I post a lot of sports and wrestling and all that fun stuff and whatever I'm doing in my life, if anyone cares about that. But anyways, let's move on forward here with the Twitter questions first. Sean Phillips, no, not the NBA player, asked me thoughts on where the Patriots go from now. If you guys don't know, the Patriots are pretty much screwed because Aaron Hernandez decided to be an idiot. Wes Welker pretty much is just gone and went to the Broncos. Danny Woodhead's on the Chargers now. Brandon Lloyd said see ya bye. And Rob Gronkowski, I think he's still partying with people in Miami. But in all honesty, the Patriots, I don't really see them being in too much trouble. They're still going to be a good team. The AFC East, though, is now wide open due to the fact Tom Brady doesn't have that much targets to throw to. But then again, this is Bill Belichick. He might turn one of his cornerbacks into wide receivers. They still have pretty decent talent on that end. I believe Julian Edelman will be coming back. So who knows? We have to wait and see what Bill Belichick does. Maybe Tim Tebow can play tight end finally. My boy Ross, Gold Standard 000. Why do you think TNA has problem bringing in new talent? Ooh, that's a good question. Why does TNA have problem bringing in new talent? I feel like one of the problems is that TNA, they don't really have a great developmental territory like WWE has with NXT right now. And I feel like a lot of the guys that they bring in for these gut checks, you know, they're doing okay so far. One of them is in the Bound for Glory. I believe the John Cena lookalike, Sam Shaw, he's in the Bound for Glory series. But I feel TNA problem with bringing in new talent is just that they're trying too hard to compete with WWE. Like TNA is trying too hard to compete with the WWE, that they feel like they always need to bring in older talents, bigger names, so people will tune in to watch Impact. But the problem is, like, you know, TNA, if they would have fixed some problems that they had like in 2005 or 2007, and they could have been able to bring in new talent. You know, they just have problems because they're so worried about ratings and pay-per-view buys, and they're more worried about money at this point. TNA is more worried about money and all that shit to even think about, you know, bringing in new stars. They know that the older stars are still giving them revenue any way possible, so they're just going to rely on those guys. It's kind of dumb, but that's what I think. I think they're just relying too much on the older guys just because they know, hey, this guy's loyal. Hey, this guy is still bringing us revenue. He's still very well known by the wrestling fans. Let's just stick with these guys because at this point they're trying to compete with the WWE, and that's the problem with TNA. They're trying to compete with the WWE at any cost. And he's asking me, who is your least favorite Big Brother participant? Now, if you guys don't know what Big Brother is, it's a show on CBS. I am a fan of Big Brother, and Survivor. So if you guys have any questions about Big Brother or Survivor, you can always send me in those questions too. My least favorite Big Brother participant is like a tie between Natalie from season 11 or Yvette from season 6. Those two were just too unbearable. I couldn't, like, they were hard to watch on TV. It was just hard to watch, you know, those people because they were so unbearable to me. And I just really, really hated them. Another one is Kaser from season 6 and season 7. He was overrated. Like, I think Kaser was very overrated. People said that he played like some great game, and really, to be honest, he was just there just because he was trying to become a Hollywood actor. That's what I was thinking, at least. He was just there for a Hollywood actor gig. GT Killer 31298 asked me, John Cena the rapper or John Cena the wrestler? I'll go with the wrestler. I don't know if you're asking about gimmicks, but his rapping career only had one CD, and his wrestling career has a bunch of world titles, so I'll go with the wrestler. Will Ferrell number 1 asked me, do you see Matt Striker going to TNA, and do you like him? I don't see Matt Striker going to TNA. I don't see where they would put him on the TNA roster, and yeah, I do like Matt Striker. He's not a bad person. What did you think of the Chicago Blackhawks winning the 2013 Stanley Cup? In all honesty, congratulations to the Blackhawks. Patrick Kane's one of my favorite hockey players. I'm a Sharks fan, so I'm used to seeing this. You know, I'm used to seeing that every season. But congratulations to the Blackhawks. That's all I really got to say. Do you like WWE interviewer Renee Young? Renee Young, she's cute. She does nothing really to my TV set. She doesn't make me want to watch the show more. Give her time. Give her a little bit more time. Ask me this question in like 4 months, and then I'll have an answer for you. WCW 3 count 123 asked me, why do you say muscle milk is bad for you and not to drink it? Because muscle milk is not good for certain people's bodies. I don't really trust the brand that well. You know, being a guy that used to work out a ton of times and, you know, was someone that, you know, is still pretty active working out. I always tell people don't really drink muscle milk. Muscle milk is of course going to be the most popular because everyone sees it in the gas stations, sees it at the grocery store. It's easy to get a hold of, and that's the problem with it. If it's easy to get a hold of, it's really not a great product. It's a nice little product if you like it, but I honestly just say don't drink it. It's not the best way to gain muscle, and really, to be honest, it can cause like kidney stones and all that other shit. Don't believe me? I had kidney stones, so there you have it. Thoughts on SmackDown versus Raw 2010? It was all right. Nothing really too special on that. That's all I really got to say about SmackDown versus Raw 2010. Road to WrestleManias were kind of boring, and that one, besides the Create a Wrestler one where Vince McMahon would count slow, that was probably like the fun Road to WrestleMania, the created one. I like that one the most. Why do you hate Roman from GTA 4 so much? He annoys me. Can I not just hate someone because he annoys me? That guy just annoyed the fuck out of me. I've said it in previous videos. He annoyed me. And that's why I hate him. If that's not a good reason to hate a video game character, then I'm sorry, you don't agree with me. But I just hated him because he annoyed me. So that's all I really got to say. I mean, it wasn't like, it's like, okay, when you play San Andreas for the first time, and you got through the Big Smoke missions, because you actually liked Big Smoke, because Big Smoke was a character that you liked. Like, I like Big Smoke, but I hated Ryder and OG Loke. So I would always say, fuck, I don't want to do these OG Loke missions. I don't want to go do these damn missions because they're not going to do anything for CJ. They're just useless. The Ryder missions did something from CJ, but I just hated Ryder as a character. He was so fucking annoying. And honestly, he didn't do jack shit. Like, Ryder didn't do jack shit whatsoever. Alrighty then. Moving on forward. Wrestling Renegades 1 asked me, which commentary B team did you like the best? Michael Cole and Taz or Michael Cole and JBL? Cole and JBL all the way, dude. Like, Cole and Taz had good commentary, good chemistry for a little while, but Cole and JBL was just magical. That shit was magical. His second question is, you watch Godzilla Hawk and Michael Miner YouTube videos, or are you subscribed to them? Nope and nope. If you wanted me to watch a video, people, just send me their videos and say, hey, check these people out. Alright, this guy's my favorite guy so far to ask the questions. I like everyone to ask me questions, but this guy was hilarious. I was laughing when I was reading these before I did the video. He says, I am Railroad Harold, king of the jungle of Nigeria. Like, that's fucking awesome. Like, he just comes out here. And he goes, Railroad Harold, question 1. What do you like about GTA 4 and San Andreas? And which do you like better and why? And which protagonist from each game do you like more? Asked by Railroad Harold. He has to tell me. It was asked by Railroad Harold. I love that. And so pretty much my favorite thing about GTA 4 was the online multiplayer. I thought the online multiplayer was sick. It's always fun just going to free roam and fucking with people. That's like the best part of GTA 4. San Andreas, I liked a little bit more. I think it's an overall better game. A lot more customization you can do with CJ. A lot more side missions that actually help you further on in the game and help you with great upgrades. I really did like GTA San Andreas a little bit more. The main protagonist, come on, man. You're asking me to choose Nico over CJ? I love my boy CJ. Hey, it's my boy CJ. OG, look, OG. Like, you know, CJ's the man, dude. And I love CJ, you know, his interaction with all his friends, like Woozy, Jizzy. Well, Jizzy's not really a friend. He's a fucking dick, but you get what I'm saying. Jizzy, Caesar. You know, he has great interactions. His brother, Sweet. You know, I love CJ, the character, so I'll just have to say CJ I like the most. I don't have any feelings toward Nico. I thought Nico was kind of boring. Question 2. Do you eat breakfast every morning? Well, what do you eat for breakfast every morning? Asked by Railroad Harold. I change it up. I eat eggs. I eat a lot of stuff with carbs and proteins just because that's how I like to eat in the morning. I eat a really big breakfast. Always eat a big breakfast, especially if you're someone that's working out to gain weight or even to lose weight. It's actually a good idea. Always eat a big breakfast, and if you're gaining weight, a snack in between, then a nice big lunch, snack in between, and then big dinner. But if you're losing weight, it's big breakfast, semi-small lunch with less carbs, and then a small-ass dinner. All right, Railroad Harold, question 3. Do you have some speech impediment? Asked by Railroad Harold, no offense. Oh, I don't have a speech impediment. I just think it's like when I'm trying to talk sometimes, I stumble on my words and I'm trying to think at the same time while making the video. And so sometimes I do stumble on my words. I'll admit, I'm not perfect when making these videos. I do this as a hobby, as for fun, and you're not offending me whatsoever. It's fine to ask if I have a speech impediment. No, I don't. I'm perfectly comfortable. If I had a speech impediment, guaranteed every video would be like, so, John Cena, you know, came to the middle of the ring. Like, I would be way too nervous, but I'm fine in front of this camera. I'm fine just, you know, answering the questions. I just sometimes, you know, lose track of my words because I ramble and I talk and I scream and you know, that type of deal. So maybe I'm crazy in the head, not really have a speech impediment. Maybe you should think about that. Final Limits 1, my boy asked me, have you ever smoked an electronic cigarette before? Nope. What game do you like better for fun factor? GTA San Andreas or GTA 4? Ooh, GTA 4 had some good missions. I'm not going to deny. Even though I'm not a huge fan of GTA 4 and some of the stuff they took out for San Andreas, it had some great missions. Overall, I would probably say San Andreas for the side missions. The side missions were fun. And also, I find San Andreas a little bit more challenging than GTA 4. Have you ever played GTA episodes of Liberty City? And if so, which ones did you like more than from that disc? Ballads of Gay Tony or Lost and Damned? Ooh, that's a good question. Those were great. Those were great additions that they added. I give Rockstar props for that. You know, for a lot of people that were saying they should have just made a new game, they did a great job of releasing those DLCs. If you haven't played them, go play them. They're not really that long. You can have fun playing them. I like the Ballad of Gay Tony a little bit more. I thought the Ballad of Gay Tony had a better plot and overall was just like, you know, felt similar to what they were doing in New York City. It felt like, you know, it felt more like New York City with the Ballad of Gay Tony, and it had a little bit of the customization that I was talking about that was missing in the original GTA 4 game. But when I think about Lost and Damned, I mean, that doesn't feel New York City-ish to me with the whole biker gang thing. I mean, it was a cool concept. I like that they thought outside of the box with it. But I would have to say Ballad of Gay Tony was better, not only just in the story mode-wise, but the online-wise for Ballad of Gay Tony. I mean, your character looked fresh, nicer cars online. Lost and Damned online, not really that fun. Real Spider-Man Noir fan asked me, have you ever watched Halloween remake movies? And if so, what were your thoughts on it? I'm not a big horror movie fan. Sorry, buddy. So, no, I have not seen those remakes. Ever watched The Sandlot and Sandlot 2? Hell fucking yeah. I get so pissed off when I read reviews on The Sandlot. Like, if you guys go Google The Sandlot, like, a lot of people loved The Sandlot when they were little kids, but then a lot of people, when they review it, they say, it was a terrible fucking movie. And I just say to myself, how can you just say it's a terrible movie? It's a kid's fucking movie. It's a kid's movie. You can't just call a movie terrible like just because it's a kid. It's a kid's movie, man. Like, it's targeted towards kids. It's not targeted to you adults. Adults shouldn't be reading these shouldn't be watching these kids movies and reviewing them so damn hard. It's a kid's movie. Like, if you ever see me review like a kid's movie, like of any kind, I'm going to be a little lighter on it because I know what its target audience is for. It's for the kids. Even though I'm not a fan of horror movies, I'm not going to say horror movies suck because it doesn't probably target me. I just don't like the appeal of horror movies. I would rather just go to a movies and waste my mind. And so that's why I'm always an action movie fan or a comedy fan, because I'm wasting my mind going to the movies. That's like my target audience. They know that's the target audience. But I'm not going to say horror movies suck. I've seen my fair share of horror movies. I'm just not a huge fan of them. So, in all honesty, I love both The Sandlot and Sandlot 2. Thoughts on Stone Cold RKO512 and your feelings on him? He's an awesome guy. I like Stone Cold RKO512. We talk to each other on Twitter. He's one of the few people that actually debates wrestling with me and has fun with it and doesn't get butthurt if I say anything towards him. I really do like Stone Cold RKO512. I wish he did videos still on YouTube. Like some of the guys that were missing, he's what, you know, when people talk about the YWC being dead and all that other shit, you know, we're missing guys like him who would actually argue with other YouTubers and other people. Like, there's a lot of people on here, like, that really don't like trying to argue with other people. I know a lot of people saying, oh, it's causing drama when you make videos on other people, but sometimes he would make videos discussing his opinions about someone else's opinions about professional wrestling, and he's one of the guys on Twitter that when he tweets me, I like it, because he gets it. He knows that I don't take anything he says personally whatsoever, because it's just a debate about wrestling. I don't, like, if you debate me in wrestling, all you guys got to know is that I am not someone who thinks you're an idiot if you think of one thing. I will probably try to, like, make you think, like, hey, this was wrong, this was right, or something like that. But I'll never, ever hate you for your wrestling opinion. And I feel that's the problem with the YWC today, is that we don't have guys like Stone Cold RKO or Kevin Walsh anymore. Guys like them who really did a good job at, you know, understanding, hey, we're here to talk about wrestling. We're not here to fucking, you know, be cool with everybody. We're going to have different fucking opinions. And the thing is, wrestling fans nowadays are so sensitive. They always, always, always get personal with this shit when you're talking about professional wrestling. And that's why I also think the YWC is dead where it's at, because we can't all be wrestling fans. We can't all just have an opinion. We all have to share one fucking opinion, and it's bullshit. It's terrible. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Stone Cold RKO 512. If he watches this video, just know, much love, bruh. Anyways, Q&A. What are your thoughts on Kanye West? I'm a Kanye West fan. I don't know why he named his baby Northwest, but hey, whatever. It's his life. How come Shaq never wrestled the Big Show at Mania? Whew, that's a good question. I don't know the full details on that. I would assume that they didn't wrestle at Mania because pretty much like Shaquille may have spoiled it ahead of time, but I'm pretty sure he was going to. He's a big WWE fan, big wrestling fan. And what did you think of Big Show's match with Mayweather at WrestleMania 24? Yes. John Kunk, that's an awesome question. The match itself. It was so bad. I'm a huge Floyd Mayweather fan. I loved it. But I love the promo segments even more. Hold up. Where is this shit? Let me get this shit out. I love the promo segment even more. When he was like, with the Big Show action figure, he's like, hey, Big Show, bah, bah, I'm going to beat you up, man. Bah, bah. And he just punched the action figure, and he was acting all tough, and the match was just garbage. And then WWE was trying to sell it that, oh, Floyd Mayweather is now 40-0. It was just a clusterfuck. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I like see, I always like when wrestling businesses take a risk, and I like that they took a risk with Floyd Mayweather, because he was definitely a controversial figure, a big boxing type figure. You know, it was also 10 years after they brought in one of the greatest boxing figures of all time, Mike Tyson, into WrestleMania 14. Why not bring the current generation? I don't think Floyd Mayweather is as big as Tyson was. He is a big money draw for what division he is. No doubt about it. Floyd Mayweather draws fucking money, especially in his division, like welterweight division in boxing is like small dudes, and boxing was really built off of the heavyweights. The heavyweights were the big draw back in the old days. And Floyd Mayweather, I love that wrestling took the risk of trying to, you know, implement him, but he was just against the fucking Big Show. It was hilarious. But thank you guys for asking the questions. John Kunk, that was an awesome final question. I couldn't wait to answer it. I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to answer this question. When I first read it, awesome questions this week, guys. Keep on sending in those questions. Loved it so much. Remember, if you guys like me, you can subscribe by clicking the little icon or down below. Like this video. Follow me on Twitter at ChaseOliver68. And leave your comments about any of the questions that were asked during this video. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. Hope you guys enjoy your 4th of July weekend. And I just want to say, because, you know, maybe my freshman year, an event happened where, you know, that happened in my life, and I just want to say I hope you guys stay safe for your 4th of July weekend, and I hope you guys have as much fun as you can, but make sure you're not doing anything too stupid. This is me, you know, just pretty much just saying to y'all, you all are cool people, and I don't want to hear, like, you know, someone message me, oh, you know, did you hear this one guy, he passed away, and all that other stuff. You know, stay safe this 4th of July. Don't do anything stupid. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. Hope you guys enjoy your 4th of July week. I got to go finish up some laundry and go to the gym and tan. No, this ain't Jersey Shore. I'm just kidding. I just got to finish up laundry. Peace!